the technology will not replace human beings, as people say, but definitely it will complement the efforts of the human being in making the things better. We attend conferences, workshops with all my colleagues, with my competitors, with the clients. We talk about technology, but on the ground, the level of implementation is still very minimal.
Do you believe that tailoring the solutions for their specific needs gets enough attention?
This is the key for a successful FM company, which is creates a good opportunity. Every problem is an opportunity.
It is.
It creates a big opportunity for technology companies. It is interesting. It becomes in your DNA, in your blood.
I'm going to start off immediately with the most pressing question. What makes you passionate about technology?
Being passionate about the technology because I believe that this is the future of our industry. Facilities management have high dependency on manpower. We manage huge spaces, very critical facilities, critical sites. And there are beautiful technologies and a lot of opportunities that will help us in make the life easy for our workforce, for our clients, and for everybody. The technology will not replace human beings, as people say, but definitely it will complement the efforts of the human being in making the things better, making services better, enhance the business offering, have better solutions. This is why I am passionate about it.
Green Minds is where industry leaders and innovators talk about what's next in sustainability. Sorry to interrupt the show, but if you want to know more about sustainability, make sure you hit subscribe. Do you believe that technology as it is being positioned at the moment is already at the level of integration in the FM activities across the globe, I would almost say?
It's very, very interesting question. And actually, I did research recently about this topic, about the barriers of technology implementation within the GCC, which somehow can be can represent the whole world situation. So why did I do this research? It was part of my academic research, and at the same time, I have a little bit of frustration of the speed and the pace of the technology implementation within the industry, within the region. We attend conferences, we have workshops with all my colleagues, with my competitors, with the clients. We talk about technology, but on the ground, the level of implementation is still very minimal. So it's raised the question, why? What are the barriers? So I thought it's a good opportunity for a research. And I did the quantitative and the qualitative research. For the qualitative, I received responses from 140 professionals from the regions, mainly from UAE, Qatar, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I had the pleasure to interview for the qualitative 12 subject matter experts and professionals from the regions, from different level, client side, consultants, and service providers, to understand what are the barriers, why we are not achieving the level of implementation of technology. And the results were clear, aligned by everybody, that you have a lot of work to be done from the three parties: the client, service providers, and the technology providers also. When it comes to the technology providers, you have a lot of technologies. Every day we get contacted by LinkedIn or direct calls or emails from all over the globe, from Australia, Hong Kong, China, Japan, Singapore, Europe, North America, East Europe. East Europe is very advanced, by the way, these days, and they have nice research institutes, and they're coming up with very beautiful ideas. But on the ground, there is lack of understanding of the need of the market. When it comes to the GCC, as an example, clients, you need to understand the client, the end user who's buying the product, and the end user who is using the product, the workforce. As an example, the language barrier. As you know, we have in the GCC we have big dependency on people from the workforce. Our colleagues are from either from the subcontinent or from East Asia or from Africa. So not everybody speak perfect English. So you have to give them, especially when you're talking about the blue collar workforce, those colleagues require platforms that speak to their language and their level of understanding. You cannot expect everybody to have perfect English. This is number one. Number two, the clients, that you won't expect clients to invest on a technology that is not implemented within the region. So you need to have a proof of concept. You need to have pilot projects. You need to provide finance in some cases. A lot of technology claim that they are achieving saving 15 to when it comes, as an example, I guarantee you 15% in your utility bill. Fine, let's invest and we'll share the saving. But don't expect a client because GCC we are wealthy countries and we are deal with big companies. Don't expect anybody to give you a couple of million of dollars for a technology that does not have the proof of concept.
Do you think that clients in the GCC are open to be quote unquote the guinea pig, setting up basically the proof of concepts, that they are ready to basically co-invest in such a thing?
Clients are open, but you need to convince them. This is what we lack: the approach, the right approach, understanding the mentality. The ABC to in marketing and sales is to understand the client need.
Correct.
So don't expect the client to accept what you are offering. You need to understand the mindset of the client and offer them what they want. But the willingness is there. They are willing to everybody is interested in technology. Everybody is interested in the offering, but with the right approach. Take into consideration also, majority of the clients are government, semi-government, big corporation, listed companies that have strong audits. So they cannot take the risk of having big investment of something that cannot work.
No, they can't. That is correct. And when because you're in a unique position, you have been working here in the region for a long time, have seen basically all the changes that one could see, and relatively recently moved to Qatar also with Elegancia. But do you see big differences in the approach between, for example, the UAE, which is considered to be ahead of the game, that there are differences in terms of the Qatari market, in terms of adoption of these new things, or where they are at?
Not really. Qatar and UAE are not very different when it comes to overall as a market, and when it comes to facilities management. I can say that the UAE is much faster. However, Qatar is also are passionate about advancement, about new technologies, about improvement. Take into consideration that in Qatar, the assets are more complex. They have a huge infrastructure, tunnels, the sports facilities, the educational like Qatar foundations. They have the assets there are very complex, more complex than what you have in the UAE. UAE is because of the type of the economy and the market position is much faster. This is the main difference. But there are a lot of similarities when it comes to market.
But Qatar is driving also clearly a lot of initiatives at the moment.
Yes, definitely, yes. Yeah.
Because that is, I think, when I look at the market, how it's developing, obviously it's Qatar, UAE, and Saudi are the big three in terms of how they evolve.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there is enough exchange in terms of experience and talent and knowledge between the countries in terms of how FM should be run? Do you see an exchange in that, or is that really mainly through platforms like, for example, MEFMA that happens?
Yes, the platform are shared a lot because also of the travel distance. I commute every week. It's only a 40 40-minute flight between Abu Dhabi and Doha, as an example.
Yeah.
So, and I see a lot of people on the plane coming and back every week. You have a lot of companies are going and visiting because of the positioning of the UAE. Most of the companies are based in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, but they are still offering the services to Qatar and to now the game is changing in Saudi Arabia, which is different. But also a lot of companies are establishing their base in Qatar because of the market potential over there. You have, after the building was the country Qatar was developed a lot over the past few years, especially with the push of FIFA.
Champion,
A lot of nice, beautiful, and advanced buildings were delivered, and now it is the time of facilities management.
Yeah.
You have a new city built. It's the Lusail city. It's a new city. State-of-the-art infrastructure that require proper facilities management, and we have the pleasure to offer many services. We manage the Lusail tunnel, we manage the air pumping stations, we manage all the landscaping, around I think 1.5 million square meters of landscaping. So yes, they have there is a big potential in Qatar, and companies understand that. This is why it has the same offering. And the platforms also, when you talk about MEFMA as an example, MEFMA organize a couple of events every year in Qatar. IFMA, I was participating in a round table with IFMA last week, and the director of Europe and Middle East and Lara and Dr. Hayyan, the chairman of UAE, discussed with us that they are planning to have a chapter in Qatar and chapters in Saudi Arabia. So the knowledge, the sharing is happening.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you have the same companies the Qatari companies are trying to expand to Saudi Arabia. UAE companies are trying to expand to Saudi Arabia. Saudi is trying to attract these companies because they need the knowledge and the experience of other countries to support what they are trying to achieve.
Yeah, because I guess the common denominator between the three is that they all are building mega projects, and it's building fast.
Yes.
The expansion of inventory is incredible.
Yes.
The speed in which that happens, and the plans that they have with it. That obviously needs a huge scale of facility management, but it also requires a tremendous strategic view on how you are going to manage it, because it is also clear that to get the right numbers of staffing in place within facility management is becoming more and more challenging over time as well.
The resources, the expansion and the booming of the facility management is putting a lot of pressure on both the blue collar and white collar. Yes.
Yeah.
It is very challenging to find the right resources and the right people. It's becoming very competitive. But also we're witnessing a lot of appetite from new generations to the new engineering graduates, the new management graduates to go to the industry, because it is interesting. It becomes in your DNA, in your blood.
Yeah, and it is not anymore how it used to be. I mean, the FM function is not in the basement anymore.
Of course, it's in the bedroom now.
I mean, it's now in the bedroom, clearly. It is definitely something that that is not anymore seen as an afterthought.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
there must be changes in terms of how they are basically part of the whole design part of buildings, all that's there.
Yes, over the past 15 years, there is a very big shift for when it used to be operation and maintenance, or it was cleaning and maintenance, and in some cases, a lot of landlords and developers were only their maintenance was run to fail without even the understanding of the requirement of planned and preventive maintenance. No, now there is over the past 15 years and over the past 5 years, there is a big awareness about the importance of facility management, the importance of the asset life cycle. There is a lot of talks about the importance of involvement of facilities management in the whole cycle, starting from the design stage up to the delivery.
Yeah.
Still, we're not there. We're struggling in this, but a lot of excuse me, a lot of developers started getting the FM involved, whether it's internal department or appointing consultants. A lot of consultancies firms today, a lot of consultancy firms today are offering design review services. Now we've seen a lot of tenders in Qatar and UAE. We're getting invited 1 year to sign the contract 1 year before the completion of the building, because they want us to be involved in the testing and commissioning, taking over of the building, the training.
Yeah.
So yes, the shift is happening. It's not as fast as it should be, but it is happening.
Yeah, and I think it is very important also, because if one considers indeed that about 80% of the cost sits in the operational side of running the building. It's not the design and the build itself per se. And one of the things that I've realized over the years that I've been here now, I mean, we're working in a very, very difficult environment. It's a harsh climate to work in, for sure. Managing the asset life to whatever it was planned for before it becomes obsolete is actually it's a big challenge. It's formidable.
Definitely, yes.
So how you go about that is driving everything at the end of the day.
Actually, the asset life cycle management in the IFMA roundtable that I was mentioning, it was about the circular economy.
Yeah.
And one of the points that we have raised, that FM is doing circular economy because asset life cycle is part of the circular economy.
Yeah.
So the asset life cycle management, expanding the life cycle of the assets. Think about it. A basic example: if you have a split unit and you do proper maintenance, it will live up to 25 years.
Yeah.
If you don't do maintenance, you will have to change it after 3-4 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. And you become basically at that point in time almost like a thief of your own wallet.
You think that I'm saving on the maintenance cost. I will not spend $500 for maintenance, but you will have to replace the assets after.
When you look at the market, right, and you especially then on the client side, do you believe that the building owners, the clients, have enough emphasis on that particular element of extending the asset life through maintenance in their requirements that they have?
It depends on the client. The clients that we target, the clients that we want to work with, have this understanding. This is a very important point. And people ask me, you always ask me, what's your business? Even the group management, the boards, they ask you, what's your business development strategy? Well, my business development strategy is to just not to lose any opportunity within the right segment, which is a client that have this understanding, client that understand the importance of FM, they understand the quality, understand the life cycle management.
Yeah.
So those clients are available, and mainly we're talking about government, semi-government, large corporations, large developers, like the big names that are available in the market. And also we have a lot of family business and the classical, if you wish, the landlords that are in the market since the 60s and 80s. A lot of them also established their own FM arms and either outsourcing it or building in-house capabilities to deliver this service.
Do you think that those clients that are fitting in the right segment that you target, that they do this based on financial parameters more than a sustainability parameter, or is it a combination of the two?
The main driver is financial, but sustainability, of course, is becoming it's a very hot topic, and it is becoming very important.
Yeah.
Yes. but the main driver is financial.
Is financial.
Yes.
Now, I reckon there is not a huge difference between the mindset in terms of that sort of friction between the financial and sustainability drive between the UAE, Saudi, and Qatar. I think all of these countries are sort of like in the same mindset, at least. But do you think that asset owners understand that you can use sustainability, but more also from a process perspective, what you implement, how you implement, and how you can keep it running that way is actually ultimately giving in the long run the biggest financial gain?
Absolutely. This is happening, and this is now, we can see it in most of the companies that we deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find that clients are actually seeking innovation from FM partners? And if so, are they prepared to give you leeway?
I didn't see any client resisting technology. Either they ask for it. A lot of clients also are including it in their RFPs. That when you are presenting, they're doing the evaluation, they keep 10-15% for innovation. Or they call it added value. What value are you going to add?
Yeah.
What makes you difference? So here, where we have the luxury to present our innovative solutions.
Yeah.
So we told them that I can save your cost, or I can enhance the quality of the service. I can enhance your customer experience or your end user experience, the residents of your building, your employees, the visitors of your building. This is where it comes. Others, whenever you discuss with any client that I have this technology, they are open. They tell you, okay, come. Let's see. Show me what it will offer to me or to my client. But again, the challenge that we are facing is the support from the technology companies, and having the proof of concept, having the proof of the feasibility, local support.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody will sign a contract with a company that headquarters is in Tokyo.
No.
You need to have a local presence.
No, I know from my own experience talking to clients also that they literally sometimes say, well, it's great. These are numbers from the US. But what does that mean to me? Because my circumstances are different and my environment is different. So
when they quantify the saving, as an example, they use the rates of the UK.
Yeah.
As an example.
Yeah.
Okay, but the utility rates are different.
Yeah,
Here it is subsidized by the government, as an example.
Yeah. Yeah. Utility rates are different.
And you get surprised that the sales manager who's traveling from Europe or from Asia to present this technology to, he doesn't know this.
No, that's correct. And I believe actually that it's completely right that the client side says, or we as an industry say, we need to have it all benchmarked here in the local market, because the circumstances are dramatically different on various parameters, because the labor costs are different as well.
The environment is different, labor cost is different, demographics is different, client profile is different, the governance is different. It's...
So do you see when you talk about the different segments that you serve as well, obviously when we're dealing with an end client eventually in the healthcare sector versus a mixed-use building or a hospitality environment, the outcomes of what FM needs to deliver, besides I would say foundational ones like energy and water conservation, all these things that I can get. Do you believe that tailoring the solutions for their specific needs gets enough attention? Because, for example, hospitality...
This is the key for a successful FM company.
Yeah.
You cannot treat all your clients the same way. No. Each industry, each building require different... Even if we're in the same segment, healthcare, not all the hospitals require the same level of service and the same level of attention. Not and same level of same type of technology or same workforce. The success of any FM company is about being resilient and understanding the client requirement and address it.
Yeah.
You have to read the client. You need to understand to the building. You need to talk to the building, not only the client. The building also have its own requirements.
Yeah.
If technically the profile of the visitors, the location. So yes, you have to tailor it according to the site-specific requirement. Even the SOPs. You cannot have the same SOPs for all ever. You have to do so. You have general SOPs for your company, but during the mobilization, you have a quality team that will tailor the SOPs to be site-specific.
And that is obviously needed because the buildings are not of the same age. The assets are different. Indeed, the occupants are different. All of these things play a role. Do you think there should be in that, and I'm pretty sure that there is, that there is also a very specific approach to the type of people that you hire, that you mobilize, and match that literally at a building level?
Absolutely. Whether it is related to the technical skills or the profile of the people. It depends on the client and the end user, definitely.
One of the things that I've realized is that, and you mentioned it earlier already also in the conversation, that obviously we are working with different nationalities, the Indian subcontinent, East Asia, all of that.
The UAE have nationalities more than United Nations. 205 nationalities.
Yeah, so that makes your life actually quite complicated in a way, because all these people bring their own cultural backgrounds with not just language. It is also what they're used to.
Absolutely, yes.
So how do you bring all that sort of like in the day-to-day life to a level that then ultimately is almost your signature as, in this case, Elegancia, as this is what we stand for?
Yes, it's all about training.
Yeah,
it's about the training of all the people, of our people, on how to deal with those different situations.
Yeah,
training is not only about technical skills. It's not only about health and safety. It's not only about the grooming. Also, there is social training about not only about nationalities. Sometimes you get people from as an example, you have get people from Africa or from East Europe or from Philippines. It's the first time they come to the Middle East. They don't understand the culture. They don't know what Ramadan is.
Yeah.
They don't know what restrictions we have, what is the local culture. So this is part of the training that you should offer to your workforce. They need to understand. You need to explain to them what is what is so special about this region, how beautiful it is, how the culture mix that is available, and how to deal with every situation, how to deal with people, how to deal with some things are acceptable in their countries that are not acceptable here.
Yeah.
So it's all about training.
Yeah. When you moved to Qatar, what was the most remarkable thing that you learned that you hadn't seen before? You thought, wow, that works.
Actually, Qatar. I was familiar with Qatar because in my previous companies, I managed projects in Qatar.
Yeah.
In 2 companies, I used to have business in Qatar. But so I wouldn't say that I was surprised because it has the same level of luxury that's available in the UAE. But my base was Abu Dhabi, so Doha and Abu Dhabi are very similar. Not fast, like
a little bit slower than Dubai.
A little bit slower than Dubai.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to Doha. But I was impressed of the complexity of the assets in Qatar. Actually, the infrastructure that they have, it is huge. It's very nice, very interesting for any FM company to give you the pride to manage this type of assets. The quality. I think this is also the impact of FIFA. FIFA preparation give an upgrade to the market in terms of quality, in terms of employee welfare, which is also one of my passion, is taking care of our people.
Yeah.
And the governance is also the compliance.
Yeah.
This is what I found interesting in the Qatari market.
And the dynamics, I would assume, in the Qatari market is different than the UAE also, as it is between Abu Dhabi and Dubai already also. Dubai, historically, obviously, much more driven by the hospitality industry as such. Now,
Yes.
obviously, diversifying to other things as well and growing. But I would assume that in Qatar, the whole oil and gas component is also playing
Of course,
a
oil
big
and gas
role.
is a big driver, definitely.
Yeah.
But also Qatar is, when it comes to tourism, not as aggressive as the plans of Saudi and the UAE. But also they are, when it comes to sports tourism, as you know, they are, as we speak, we have the honor and pleasure to participate in the organization of the FIFA World Cup under 17
Yeah.
that was concluded yesterday.
Yeah.
And next week we are participating in the Arab Cup
Yeah.
from the 1st of December till the 18th of December. So continuously we have sports events, international events. Formula One also is happening now.
And these are hard to manage because it's like a burst.
Exactly,
And then,
Yeah, you can imagine the requirement of mobility. So this is a mobilization that you have to do that require a lot of preparation and a very short period.
Yeah.
And Formula One is only for 3 days, but the preparations took us maybe 1 month. For the FIFA and FIFA Arab Cup and the FIFA Under 17, we've been working on preparation for more than, I think, 6 months now.
Yeah.
So also they have a lot of concerts, a lot of cultural festivals, cultural events. So yes, it is. There are a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
Yes,
In the nature.
in the nature.
When you look at the sustainability component, obviously energy also across the GCC is one of the biggest components in any building.
Yes.
I mean, what is it, 65-70% of the consumption is allocated to cooling.
Yes.
So that's incredibly big. Do you believe that there is enough emphasis both from, obviously in new builds, there is a lot more available now technology-wise, so there are innovations that are put in, but there is existing inventory also. Do you believe that there is enough emphasis on creating practical innovations in the market through FM to reduce energy use?
Yes, definitely. It is there. And there are a lot of initiatives about it, and obviously the support of FM is required to achieve good results. The difficult part is in the old building, the old inventory of buildings, both in actually even in Saudi, but in the UAE and Qatar, it is a challenge because of design elements, the technologies that was used, and the type of asset that are used in these old buildings, which creates a good opportunity. Every problem is an opportunity.
It is.
This create a big opportunity for technology companies to focus on those buildings.
What do you think when you look ahead 3 years from now? What do you think are at the moment the technologies that FM companies must adopt, must jump on, and actually bring to life in the local context?
I think now an upgrade is required for CAFM system to be AI embedded. I think this is a must. Using more dependency on sensors. There is. I was telling you in the morning. I've witnessed a little bit increase on the demand on the robotics when it comes to cleanings. We in Elegancia we are trying it in a couple of facilities, and the results are promising. But if you ask me about my dream or my wish, is to see a successful implementation of the drone for facade cleaning. And I know a lot of companies, a lot of technology companies around the world are working on it. And I'm hoping that we'll see a real successful solution within 3 years.
Yeah, because that will obviously not only change the entire cleaning process with rope at the moment, but it will also hopefully
it will eliminate the requirement for having our colleagues on the rope access, health and safety, and personally I find it very, very uncomfortable, but it is a must. There is no other solution that building need to be cleaned. The drones will eliminate this factor. It will give you the speed. Okay, so you can clean the buildings, the towers more frequent. And it will be much cheaper.
Yeah, eventually when the process is worked out and the technology.
I think the normal practice is to have 4 to 3 times per year for a tower to be cleaned. Some clients are more demanding; they're asking by monthly or 12 times per year, which is very difficult. But if you have a drone, it will be much easier. You only need a pilot and.
Yeah, and I think that drone technology, the robotics technology that you also mentioned, and I mean, all those technologies will start helping optimizing existing processes. I think eliminating the use of human resources is obviously not happening to the full extent. It will always be sort of like a co-robotics, co-drone type of setup. But I think to your point, it is important that these things are literally being tried and tested in the local environment and truly localized, I guess, is the best word to say. When you look at, when you're saying upgrading CAFM, integrating AI, do you feel that at the moment there are examples in the market where that is already more advanced and really working?
There are 4 or 5 companies that they have nice offerings and they are starting offering these technologies in the market, and they need the buy-in from the client side. To be honest, cost is relatively high. So which is a barrier. At the same time, FM companies require to invest on training. I was surprised when the research that I did about the level of implementation of the CAFM system. Some companies are 40% of the companies, if I recall, or 42% of the companies, even if the companies that have CAFM systems are still using paper sheets. And I was surprised with the numbers. And the teams who are operating CAFM, FM companies need to hire the right people, the right calibers, and give them the right training.
Isn't that then more even that job profiles are literally changing? Because it can't be anybody anymore just sitting in a cockpit looking at screens to the alarms and then
this is the challenge that I'm talking about. Because of the tough competition that in the market and the cost pressure from the client, this is affecting those positions. So the FM companies need to recruit the right people. Right people require the right salary. So it's an investment. It's not a cost. But this is the challenge that I've seen in my research, that the resources that are recruited, what they call CAFM administrator, are not qualified enough to run the CAFM system with its full potential. And at the same time, the new technologies that CAFM companies are offering, clients are hesitant to invest in them because of the cost, because of there is no proof of concept.
And I guess also that when you start integrating all these different technologies, like IoT, sensoring, AI upgrade
This
in
is
your
the
CAFM.
challenge. This is what I'm saying.
It
You
becomes
need
like
an-
a technical person.
You need a CAFM system that will be able to integrate with these technologies. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And also integration with ERP.
Yeah.
The ERPs.
Yeah. Yeah. So it becomes like much more of a tech company then.
Yes.
Than strictly sort of like, so it is truly getting from the basement into the main building, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you think about the future, and this is more like a personal question, and you say, what does it mean to you to have a green mind?
To me, green mind is about training people and investing in resources for the future, for our grandchildren. Think long term. Think about after 100 years, what after 200 years. Not about the feasibility of my 3 years contract. Not about what's happening now. This is what's the green mind. Green mind is planning for something that I will not witness, something that will happen after that, when the time that I won't be
around
anymore. Yeah.
Are you optimistic about it?
I think it's not an option. I think we are in a place that it is a must, and we will be pushed even if we don't have the passion. If not everybody have the passion that I have, but everybody will be pushed to do it and achieve it.
Yeah.
And I think governments within the region and in the globe are pushing very hard towards this direction.
Yeah. Tarek, thank you very much for the conversation.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Don't miss the next big conversation about sustainability. Hit subscribe.